Hi, today we're going to talk about custom filters inside AngularJs. So first of all, what's the problem? So you can see now in our mail application, then when we use AngularJS to render this page, so we have messages. This is an array of messages which is obtained asynchronously from the server, and during a serialization, in order to transfer the object to JSON for transferring, the serialization class inside MVC, it serialized date incorrectly. So in other words, date is presented like number of seconds that have passed after January 1st, 1970, and this is this number. And in addition, it also add to this field this /date, opening brace and closing brace, and slash in the end. So, and if we look inside our response, so we can see that no, I didn't see our response, so let's do it again. Yeah, and when we get not this one, where it is, it's here. If you look at the response, you can see that the field, if you open one, that the field send date time was transferred, including this date like embrace external symbols. Naturally, when we try to show it, AngularJS doesn't know how to transfer it to datetime, and even if you try to use their filter, put a pipe and, for example, use a date and let it be short, and if we save and reload here, it wouldn't help much, so it will be the same. In this case, we need, I know probably the correct solution in this situation, it would be went and fix serialization algorithm in our MVC. But so another approach from another side, from front, this is create our custom filter, and we will meet this problem with this approach. So this is already existing filter, but let's delete it and let's create from the beginning. So first of all, we need to use our syntaxes, our module mail, and then use filter, and you can see the IntelliSense. And filter accept two parameters. So the first parameter is going to be name of the filter, and let's use in JavaScript single quotes, and let's call it clean date. Or let it be not clean date, and let it be, let's select a name which is somehow self-explanatory concerning our problem. So let it be mail date. Okay, and the second parameter is going to be a function, and in our TypeScript, instead of function, we can use lambda expression, and I'm using our shortcut. No, I need to put braces, and then using fat arrow, and then it will be body of the function. And first thing that you have to do in your filter, this is return another function, and that another function will be actually a filter when you do something with your incoming parameters. So this double wrapping was created on purpose in case if you have any dependencies. So even if your dependency filter your filter have a dependency, you will define it here in our external wrapper function. So let's return, and it will be another function, and in this case this function will accept parameters, and our accept parameters will be this string, this value. It will be date string, and it's completely fine if we just continue and put fat arrow, and it will be body of the function. And for example, we can, I don't know, let's try to return just the date string. So in this case our filter doesn't do much. It just returns whatever he gets, but we can go ahead and in our index.html we can start using. So after the first pipe, or I would say that we need to create an additional pipe because it will be two filters now, and now we need to use our filter name. It will be clean date, I guess. Clean date, and let's save it and let's check how it works. No, something wrong. Maybe name of the function is incorrect. Mail date, I'm sorry. Mail date. Okay, and reload. And again incorrect. Oh no. So it just takes time. So we can see that our filter works, but now it doesn't do much. And let's return to our function, and let's add some functionality. So instead of just returning date string, and before, like I showed that in JavaScript, this is, as you know, dynamically language, so we do not need to specify the type of parameter. But we are in TypeScript, which is a superset of JavaScript, and the rule of thumb is define a type of variable. If we define, so for example, without define, if you try to date string and put a dot, you have IntelliSense, but this IntelliSense is not type specific, so you don't have any string type of operation like substring, like index of, and so forth. And the rule of thumb is specify. So we are going to our incoming parameters and specify after a colon that type of this parameter is got to be string. And now if I'm pressing dot, you can see that I have IntelliSense to all the functions. And this advantage makes it programming in JavaScript as not as good like in C#, but much better. And it's very important for me because I started, I would say, that's probably about 13 years ago. So yeah, it was just 96, 97 probably. It's even more. And at that time, my IDE was, yeah, you guessed it, was not bad. And so whenever you run the browser, then you choose in I remember that was Netscape, and you choose view page sources, and in that page source you try to create your JavaScript. And I remember that one day, if you mistyped document, get document by ID, and instead of ID you put L, and visually there is no difference, and your working day is lost. So and that fear lives with me even until now. So for me, it's just very important. And now I'm not avoiding Java for any cost, and can program with it, but that's fine. So I specify the type of the parameter, and now we can start to do what we're supposed to do. And what we need to do, what is this? What we need to do, we need to parse only this number. So there's a lot of ways you can reach this goal. I think that it would be better to find opening brace and find closing brace, and then substring what is in between. I think that counting number of symbols, it's doable, but it may also create a problem. So let's create a variable, and it will be opening brace position will be equal our date string and index of, and what we are looking, this is opening brace, and we want to start looking from the beginning. So it will be opening brace position, and we need to parse from the next symbol, so we can just +1, because when it finds opening brace position, it returns position including this opening brace. And we can duplicate this line, and it will be closing brace position, and it will be index of, and it will be like that. And we do not need to add 1, because we actually need to stop before closing brace, and we have the position. So now we can parse that number, and it will be var date seconds, and it will be equal our date string and substring, and from the beginning, and it will be opening sorry, come on, where is intelligence? Brace position, and it's end. Okay, so closing brace position. So you have to, if you came from, okay, I probably need to, or let it be. If you came from C#, that you have to remember that in C#, you need to specify opening position and number of symbols which to subtract. In JavaScript, this is opening and end position, so just make sure. And I think we can just let's delete this one, and in order to make sure that everything goes fine, you can, because there is pretty tricky debugging, and you can well, you probably can debug and put a breakpoints, but the easiest things to do is just during this function executing, I can console log and this date seconds, and I can run our script, and now we need to switch to console. Yeah, and we can see that our first position 20, yeah, everything should fine. This is the same number. Okay, that's it. So we can just return it. Instead of day string, it will be date seconds. Since wake up. Okay, now we have number of seconds, so our filter works, and now it should always be, it should work. If I create reload, so you can see now that everything is fine, that we have now real date, and we create our custom filter, and it's pretty easy to do. Just don't forget to terminate your all statements with semicolon. In JavaScript is not obligatory, but this is just a rule of thumb. That's it. Thank you. And but right now we created this filter and didn't create any test, so we are not using TDD here, but we will see probably in the next tutorial how to do it. Thank you. Bye.